Okay, so today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things, essential oils. Now, what do I love essential oils is because they are so amazing. They really are God's gift to us, right? They're plants that have been distilled, and so their potency is so strong that it supports our bodies in so many ways. It's nature's medicine is really what it comes down to. So, what are essential oils? So, essential oils are this volatile liquid that's distilled, and it's distilled from roots, stems, leaves, flowers, bark, resin, which is sap, all these different parts of plants. And now, not all essential oils are created equal. And so I do want to kind of go over that because the essential oils that I recommend for you to use with this program are the top of the line. Now, they may seem like they are super expensive, but let me tell you, quality is everything. I have several people that have used the grocery store brands, and they're like, oh, but they're cheaper, and but I seem to go through them fast. Well, yeah, because the quality is not there, and so you're gonna go through them a lot faster because you're not getting the benefits like you need. And so we're gonna go over the different grades, and so you're gonna kind of understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about there. So not all essential oils are created equally, and the reason we use Young Living is because it is the best of the best. And when they distill one time. They make sure that everything is going to give you the best property of the plant, so you get the most benefits. They make sure it's like in the plant's highest frequency. And so, what do you mean frequency? So plants have frequencies, just like the radios had frequencies. Our bodies have frequencies. And so when Young Living distills, they make sure that the frequencies and all these other tests are at their top of the game. They're not just going to just distill whenever, because they want to make sure you get your best product, the best quality out of the product. And so what they do is they, when they distill it, the frequencies are so much higher than any other brand I've ever even come across. Because even though I only use Young Living, when other people have them, I'm like, okay, well, let me smell. And they smell different. When you put it on, it doesn't give you that same stimulation. Like, it's like taking a knockoff version of a medication that has more fillers. And so they're like, hey, this is ibuprofen, but it's not ibuprofen because it's like a knocked off version, and it doesn't have nearly as much of the influence in it, right? And so it makes a huge difference. Sorry, please don't mind all my research that's been going on for another project. I have lots of books out lately because I've been doing lots of projects. Anyways, so grade A essential oil is going to be your therapeutic essential oil, aromatherapy essential oil. It's going to be organically grown, distilled at low temperatures. And this is like the top of the line, right? So this is what Young Living is. This is grade A, top of the line, best of the best, right? So our grade B are actually considered food grade oils, okay? So these are ones that they're saying that are okay to consume. And after you hear this, you're going to be like, ooh. So grade B oils are food grade. They may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. But they're okay, even though they have all these things. So grade C oils essential oils, are perfume oils that often contain alterating chemicals and solvents, hexane, so that they can get more from the harvest. And so, that stuff is cancerous. And then they also may be diluted with alcohol. Okay, so grade C, definitely don't want that either. Grade D is basically your floral water, which is hydrosol, which is what's left out from when you distill. So, oil floats. So the oil's here and the floral water's here, which is called hydrosol. And it has great properties, but just not all the same properties that this has. So it's good stuff, but not what you're looking for, right? That's not totally what we still want. So, and then other people will sell this and say, hey, this is essential oils. So now in the United States, the only regulation on essential oils is that it has to be 5% pure. 5. So that's like getting fresh squeezed orange juice that's 100% pure and taking 5% of it and diluting it. That's all grade B and on. Actually, they can even call grade A. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. So you can have a grade A, or somebody, saying this is a grade A therapeutic essential oil, and it be crap. Yeah. Because the other 95% is nothing. It's like a carrier oil. It could be a hexane or an alcohol. You're lucky if it's a carrier oil, right? So this is how Young Living is. So it's 100% pure concentrate. You get that 100%, and 1 drop of our oil equals that 5% that other people are putting in their oils at the grocery store. So if you're lucky and you get an essential oil from the grocery store that says it's pure, because it can say it's pure now because it has the 5%, it only has like 1 drop of what Young Living would have, and that's what's in this 15 milliliter bottle, right? And the rest is carrier oil if you're lucky, and it's not alcohol or hexane or anything else, right? So that is like not even enough for my child. Like my son, all he needs is a drop. So really, like the oils that you're getting at the grocery store are only basically diluted enough for children. Like not even children, babies. So is it gonna work on you the same? No, you're gonna have to use that whole bottle and then still be like, well, I ain't get anything from it, right? Because you're bigger than a baby, so you can take more higher doses, right? Like they get baby aspirin and we get like 200 milligrams or whatever you may take, right? So like that's kind of like, all right, here. So, and then the other thing is with grade B, pesticides and herbicides. Okay, so even though you're only getting 5% pesticides and herbicides, right? Okay, that doesn't seem so bad, but 5% is still more pesticides and herbicides than you're getting on your fruits and your vegetables. So again, that is disturbing, okay? Because that's a lot of herbicides and pesticides that you're still getting in a 5% concentrate, and then they're diluting it. So you're still getting a higher potency than of pesticides and herbicides possibly in your essential oil. So that's why we just use Young Living, because they're 100% pure. We get the whole kit and caboodle, right? And we have all the frequencies in the bottle, so we don't have to mess with that. And Young Living doesn't use pesticides and herbicides. They actually use other essential oils to put pesticides away. But when it comes to the herbicides, we hand weed everything. We don't use herbicides. It costs our company $16,000 to hand weed, where a grocery store company, it costs them $60, per acre. It costs them $60 per acre to use the herbicides. Yeah, so, I mean, quality, right? All about quality here. So that's why we only suggest that you use the Young Living brand, because their quality is everything. And 1 drop is going to go a far way. Obviously, if I told you 1 drop is good enough for my son, let me kind of give you idea here. So this is a roller bottle that's 10 milliliters. So I'll put 1 drop of here for my infant son. He's not so much infant anymore, but when he's super infant, he's almost 2, so you can almost get 2 drops. But 1 drop in here with Carrio is all he needed. So what a bottle would pretty much, you'd have to use, right? 2 to 3 drops is all we need. So who's actually getting the better deal? Like, it may seem like these oils are costing a lot more up front, but really quality is going so much further. All right, so now that we've covered that part, essential oils, they're not a new thing. Did you know that? No, essential oils have been around for centuries. Before Jesus. I mean, we know Jesus got frankincense and myrrh. And I totally know why Jesus got frankincense and myrrh, because it is worth its weight in gold. Let me tell you, it's amazing. And so they've been around for centuries. You can see in the hieroglyphs that they actually show like the distillation in pictures so that they knew how to continue to do it. And they used them because they knew that these plants were amazing. This was medicine. God gave us natural medicine through plants and herbs and flowers, and that's what people used. They didn't always have ibuprofen and Tylenol and whatever garbage is on the shelves nowadays, right? They used what was out there. And so it's not a new concept, but Young Living has really brought it back to life. They have refined it so that you are getting the best quality, and because of that, so many other people have followed and cut corners so that you can have essential oils at a cheaper price, even though it's not the best essential oils. So that being said, essential oils have been used for centuries. Let me give you some examples. So cedar has been used in Lebanon, rose in Siberia, spikenard, myrrh, frankincense, cinnamon, Babylons, Ethiopians, the Persians, India. All of these have been using, the Chinese, all of these people, cultures have been using essential oils for centuries, right? Natural medicine. Eastern medicine is as we know it for a lot of things. I just kind of want to give you an idea of essential oils are considered the life blood of the plant, right? So it's the best part of the plant. Now we call it essential oil and not blood because people would be like, I'm not using this plant blood. That just sounds weird. But essentially that's what it is. It's what helps the plant to survive, what helps heal the plant, what helps repel the plant's insects, right? People or enemies, I guess you could say, like bugs that would normally want to eat the plant are not going to, because this essence, the blood of this plant, helps repel. So that's why it's so amazing to us, because it may tea tree disinfects, and it disinfects, the areas so that it can grow healthier there, and so it's a disinfectant for us, right? So the essential oil does what the plant does, and so that's what makes the essential oils so much potent and so amazing. That's what makes it essential to us, right? To give you an idea of Young Living and their purity of essential oils, it takes 75 lemons to make one 15 milliliter bottle. Okay, so this is a 5 milliliters. So to make something 3 times this size, it takes 75 lemons. And that's just the rinds, because that's all that's being used, right? To make a 15 milliliter bottle of lavender, it takes 27 square feet. Sorry, I didn't mean to have it on the screen again. 27 square feet of lavender. That's a big area. And it takes 1 pound of raw peppermint to make a 15 milliliter. 1 pound. That's a lot of mint, people. And so, again, essential oils have been around for centuries. They're amazing. There's 3 different ways that we can use them. So I just kind of want to go over. This is the kit that I advise you to get so that you can use it throughout this challenge, because we really are going to use all of them daily. So I'm going to show you how to use the Stress Away. So Stress Away is a really amazing one that is super relaxing. It's great for obviously stress, but anxiety. Whenever I feel my anxiety come on, I just kind of put it in my pants and breathe it in, and it just very neutralizing, stimulating, and just very calming. Now, something else that we're going to talk about is our limbic system. So our limbic system is where our amygdala and our hippocampus are in our brain. And so they are where our fight or flight is, right? So like we have so many things going off in our fight or flight because our phone dings and we have to answer it, or this goes off, or this timer, you know, like you're constantly looking to find what that noise made, or, you know, and so your heart's kind of like constantly going, oh my gosh, you know, right? And so your mind's constantly going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So this is also where we hold our trauma. So when we smell this Stress Away, it's very relaxing, it's very calming, and it can help us to actually release whatever trauma you may be holding on to at that moment. So if it's anxiety, it kind of helps you to just allows you to let go of whatever may be stimulating that mind point piece at that point. It's the sense of smell is what they're finding is actually one of the only things that can help to release some of that trauma that's held in the amygdala, because it's become part of our memories, right? So when we have that sense of smell, it kind of like releases it and creates this new memory there that's stimulating and relaxing and calming, right? So that's why these essential oils are so amazing, and why we've incorporated them, and why you will use them every day when you do your affirmation, right? Yes, that's what you're going to do. Every day with your affirmation, you're going to breathe in your oil. Now, I suggest Valor because it's very amazing, very uplifting, encouraging. But some days you may just need Stress Away because maybe you already woke up with a very stressful, you know, maybe the baby was crying before you could really get up, and then you had to do your affirmation and you're like, oh my gosh, Stress Away is a great one. Peace and calming. Maybe you need to wake up a little bit. You can do citrus fresh and peppermint, right? So I'm going to move my hair a little. So yeah, so just that's why they're so amazing, so relaxing, and so freaking beneficial, really. I mean, so I guess we'll go ahead and just talk about inhalation. So inhaling it is one of the 3 ways that we can use essential oils. Now with this kit, you also got a diffuser. So diffusing is absolutely amazing, right? Because you're filling this whole room, this whole space. As well as diffusing is great because it helps break up those Wi-Fi waves in the house, which is really good because then they're not being absorbed into our body, which is a whole another story, but I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. It's really good for the body because it's breaking those up. But you're inhaling this throughout the day, right? You're making your mood better, you're relaxing, you're in a better smelling environment, not full of toxins. And so inhaling is really, really good. And this technique, I guess you could say, was how the Germans, I had to think of which group it was, how the Germans would use the essential oils. So they were known for inhaling. So when you do your affirmation every day, you're going to inhale it. So you're just going to take a drop, put it in your palm. You want to make sure that you're not touching the top because these are all living, and so if you touch it, then it begins to break down the essential oil, and we don't want that. And you want to make sure that the lid is on because they are volatile, so they can evaporate, and we don't want that to happen because this is liquid gold, right? So you're going to take this, you're going to put it in your left hand because this is our receiving hand, our feminine side. We're going to bring our right hand on top and we're going to activate it. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing already. So as we activate this, we're going to slowly just bring it to our nose and inhale it in. And exhale it out. And then really just breathe it in. And exhale it out. And inhale it in. And exhale it out. So as we inhale it in, we're stimulating that amygdala, right? So anything we may be holding on to, we're slowly releasing it, creating this new memory so that we can say our affirmation, mean it, and it really just bind with us, right? So this affirmation today, we're going to say, I am light, I am love, and I am enough. So that's our affirmation for right now. So as you inhale it and continue to breathe, remembering you are light, you are love, and you are enough. So if you can, try to say it 3 times. I am light, I am love, and I am enough. Because the more you say it, the more you mean it, the more you're putting those good vibes and that amazing energy back into the universe so that you can believe it, others can believe it, because you are enough, you are light, and you are love. So let's share it, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the other 2 ways that we can use the essential oils before I decide to show you what each one is amazing for. So the other 2 ways is topically. So when using it topically, like I said, you can have rollers and create your own rollers. Or like with Valor and even Stress Away, and actually any of these you can just use on directly. I do want to let you know that with Stress Away and Citrus Fresh and Lemon and even Peace and Calming, they do have some citrus oils. So you have to be careful, that you don't get it in the sun. And the reason that is because it's it's called photosynthesis photosynthetic. So when the sun hits it, it can actually burn you a little. So if you do use these oils, again, you want to kind of use them in your palms or underneath or maybe even the back of your neck when using those essential oils, because you don't want it to be in straight sunlight because it could possibly burn you. Now, if you feel, since these oils are pretty potent, it is great to dilute them so that you get more bang for your buck, right? So creating rollers is absolutely an amazing investment. I can put a link for you guys to get a bunch of rollers, and then you can label them however you want. If you want, you can just do the single roller and be like, here's my Valor, here's this. For something like that, for you, I would suggest like 7 drops of the oil and then the rest to carry your oil of your choice. You can either use a coconut or our V6, a jojoba oil or an almond oil. You just don't want to use a canola oil or a corn oil because they can go rancid. And so that's another great way just to spread out your oils and get your best bang for your buck. If you want to put like Valor in here and use that every morning for your affirmation, maybe you want to use Valor and Stress Away, whatever you want to do, you do you. This is all about you and you loving yourself and finding yourself. So do what you want to do. But if you do put it directly on and you see that your skin turns a little red, now I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, I'm allergic. That may not be that you're allergic. You just it's kind of like taking a high dosage of ibuprofen, and maybe you haven't taken a lot of ibuprofen in a while, and so it's going to show a little bit of irritation. Now, what I suggest you do is you just take a carrier oil and you just place it on top and you massage it in. You don't want to use water because water will directly put it in faster, and you want to slow down the, what is the word I'm looking for? You want to slow down the time of the absorption time. And essential oils are so tiny that they can go straight through the nerve system and the blood system, and nothing else has ever been able to do that. So using a carrier oil, they have fattier cells, so it's able to slow it down. So that's why it's great for rollers and things like that. So That being said, so the English are the ones who use it topically. They're the ones that are very like, oh, we only use it topically. We don't inhale it, we topically. Whatever. To each their own. I use them all 3 ways. So the third way to use them is by ingesting them. And so Young Living has already put in your kit 5 that you can ingest. Now, this essential oil says it can be ingested, right? So we have a Vitality line. We're the only ones that have a line that says, hey, this is okay to consume. And the reason we did this is because, sorry, this is falling. It's going to drive me crazy. The reason we have a Vitality line is because the FDA was like, you can't say that this essential oil can be taken eternally, sorry. It kind of indulge in it. Take it eternally, put it topically, and diffuse it. That's like saying you can eat vitamin C, put it on your skin, and inhale it, right? It's not common sense, I guess. It should be common sense, but some people, it's okay. It is what it is. So what Young Living has done is they created their Vitality line saying this is our consumable line. Now, is this lemon any different than if it had the regular yellow lemon? No. Label? No. It's the exact same. It's not altered. It's not changed. It's just saying this one can be consumed. Did you get my drift? So, is it the same? It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. If this had a yellow label that said lemon, that means that you could use it topically or inhale it, but it's the exact same oil. Capiche? We're good? Got it? Okay. So we have this line here that we can ingest, right? So with the lemon, I really love to put it in water. It's really good to for the circulatory system as well as the lymphatic system. Now, it's also a little bit different. It's a good detox, so you want to make sure that all citrus is never put into, like you can put it in a diffuser because our diffusers are petrochemical free. And so we've made them so that they won't pull the toxins out because that's what lemon and citruses do. They pull the toxins out. They pull out the petrochemicals, and that's what it does in your body, which is great. But you don't want to put it in styrofoam or any type of plastic cup. You want to always have it in glass or stainless steel because then there's nothing for it to pull out. But this lemon is from the rind, so it's a little bit different than if you were to squeeze the juice into your glass. So that's good to know. So you can still always use the juice and add this because you're going to get 2 different benefits. It's amazing in food. Lemon pepper chicken. That's what I meant to say. You can use it for cakes, lemon, and really one drop goes a far way. Digest. So this one is amazing for when you're maybe changing your food a little bit and it's been a while since you've eaten certain foods and so your belly gets a little upset. This is Digest. This one is a good one to take in the capsule, to add a couple of drops in the capsule and a couple of drops of the carrier oil so it's not so potent when it reaches your belly, and then swallowing the capsule, the veggie capsule. This one is really good to rub on your belly if you have the topical and diffusing one. You catch my drift? Because it's really good for the digestion. Digestion. Citrus Fresh. Oh, I love Citrus Fresh. It's so refreshing. It's got grapefruit, tangerine, orange, lemon, mandarin, I believe, and then spearmint. So it's very refreshing, very uplifting. This is a great one to smell before you do your workouts because it kind of like gets your mind in that like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to work out. We're not like, I don't want to, sometimes we need that motivation. This is a great one to inhale. Thieves. This one helps keep our immune system super strong, keeps everything going well. This is a good one to put into a tea, to put in your water. Maybe put a little bit of honey, some hot water, If you have a sore throat, it's really good for that. The topical and diffusing one is great to obviously diffuse in the house, helps cleanse the house, keeps everybody's immune system strong, and also great to put on the bottoms of your feet because it helps keep your immune system strong and all of your organs very healthy because we have all of our organs attached to the bottoms of our hands and our feet. Peppermint. Now, peppermint, 1 drop of peppermint could make 26 cups of tea. So that's 26 times 8, which I'm not going to do the math right now. But that's how potent it is. So 1 drop goes really far away. So adding it to your brownies, adding it to water. I love adding it to water because I don't like really drinking a lot of water and it tastes better. So adding this to hot or cold water, it's amazing. So then we have Panaway. This is what you're going to want to use. And this one is really great but very potent. So this one I do suggest, and it's pricey. So definitely make this into a dilution. Make yourself a roller so you can just roll it on because it's great, but it's pricey. And you want to enjoy every drop of this. Now this you can also put in Epsom salts. And take a hot bath in it, and it really is great for those muscles. The Epsom salt is great for the magnesium in there to really help those achy muscles, and then this just like that icy hot, cool, relaxing, refreshing on your body, and it feels amazing. Putting it in the salt helps to dilute it, and so that way it's not floating on the top of your water while you're taking a bath because you don't want to get it in your eyes. Panaway. So this is after those long, achy workouts. Maybe you've done a 45-minute or even a 30-minute. Let's be honest, even a 10. Sometimes Tony can really get you. Even like, I don't know. I don't think I'm too hard in my yoga, but you know, you might not have stretched an area in a while and you might need some Panaway. So this is absolutely, absolutely amazing. Lavender, oh, so peaceful, so calming, great to diffuse at night when you just need to relax. This is kind of like our Swiss Army knife. It's great for skin repair. I love to add this one and the frankincense, and then I either get tea tree or purification, and I use that as a first aid spray or roller, and it's, let me tell you, if you had scars, you didn't, because like it just repairs your skin and cleans it so much better than like a Neosporin would. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Peace and calming's in the name. For those days that you just need a woosah, right? Yes. So peace and calming. And it's also kind of uplifting. It's got a little bit of that orange in there. So this is a great one. You can also smell before workouts as well. Valor. This is for when you don't want to do a workout too. You're like, I need encouragement because I need to just get it done and I don't want to. Valor. If you have a meeting or you just need some encouragement or you just need to like there's things you need to do and you just don't want to do them, Valor, it will make you do them. It's awesome. It's amazing. This is like an everyday oil. You want to use it. Frankincense for when you do that meditation, when you are even for your affirmations, using frankincense is absolutely amazing. Right before yoga, I love to use the frankincense. And this is also the set that you're going to be using for aroma yoga. So definitely remember that. And then we also have Raven. This is amazing for the respiratory system. So this is great, again, to diffuse. But I also like to use this over a Vicks Vapor Rub. So much better for you. Again, putting it in roller bottles, because this is some good stuff, but it can be a little potent. So putting it in a roller bottle and rolling it on your chest, and then doing some tapping to help release any mucus that you may be holding on to there. Really good. And tapping is very calming and relaxing. And then last but not least, we have our Stress Away, right? Stress Away, it's in the word. I mean, let's be honest. So that is your amazing kit and how you can use it. In case you forget, don't worry, because there's a sheet for you that I've made so you can use it throughout your practice. And honestly, like I use all of them. Not necessarily every day, but they all get used throughout the week because they're just, these are like my essentials. They are. I love this kit because they give you what you need. You really do. I mean, Digest, I'm pregnant right now, so I use it every morning so I don't feel nauseous, and it really, really helps. Lemon, I add to my water. Citrus Fresh. Thieves, I put on the bottom of my feet every day. Peppermint goes in my water. Frankincense, I use for every yoga practice. Valor, I wake up in the morning and put my Valor on, so it helps me get through the day. Panaway, because, you know, achy, prego mama right now. Raven's amazing because allergies are going on right now. Another really good one is lemon, peppermint, and lavender for allergies, but for respiratory support as well for Raven. Stress away because, you know, life is a little crazy. So we just need a woo-saw, right? So this kit's amazing. You're going to use this for everyday use. I'm not even joking. You're just going to use it every day. Make it a habit. It's an amazing investment. It's so good. You're going to run out and be like, I need to order more of this one, and you're going to have your favorites, and you're going to find other ones. So a lot of these ones are also going to be used in your Aroma Freedom, but there are a few that aren't, that if I really suggest you get with Rita, and she can either send you the samples for a small price, or she can tell you which ones. They are listed below in the Aroma Freedom page of the other ones that you should get. But again, if you just want the samples, Rita will send you the samples, I think for $10-15, which is really a good deal. But I'm telling you, you might as well just buy them, because you're gonna, after you do one Aroma Freedom with Rita, you're gonna be like, I need to do another, and I might as well have these oils on hand, because they really are absolutely amazing and work so well. So a good handful of them, again, are in the kit. All the ones you need for aroma yoga and your everyday use are these 12. So I hope that helped. I know that was a lot of information on essential oils. I'm going to leave this open for discussion. So if you have questions on the essential oils, you can ask questions in the box below. And yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, as soon as I see the questions. But they're so amazing. Like, they are nature's medicine. This is my medicine cabinet now. I go to these before I go to anything else. So I hope you learned a lot about essential oils, and if you have any more questions, please add them to the discussion, and I'd love to address them for you guys. Have a great day!